I like to try to be an advocate by showing, not telling. Like you would in a film, you wouldn't say, be nice to people who face adversity. You would just show how you do that. So I just try to be like a model of someone who's might have gone through a lot of things, but I'm moving on and moving forward. My name is Jennifer Msumba, and I'm a filmmaker, author, and musician. I was doing internet videos for a while, making my channel, and then one day I got a chance to be on a TV show on A&E. It was called The Employables, and I fell in love with the process of making proper films with all the gear and just not just holding my phone and talking to it. It's just another way that I can tell stories. Fell in love with it. My music and my films overlap. A lot of times I will find a way to include a song in a film, or even in the case of The Fish Don't Care When It Rains, the film was based on the song. So I wrote that first, and then I wrapped it all in around the song, and it was one of my most successful films. Music taught me to channel my feelings into a form that connects with people. Before, when I started to get frustrated or upset, I usually ended up hurting myself. But with music, I could take those abstract feelings and write them into a relatable tune that everyone could get behind. So what does my autism mean to me? Well, I've always been autistic, so I don't know anything else. Just like fish, they're already in the water, so they don't care if it rains. Doing these films has helped me tell my story, both on screen and like behind the camera. I've met so many new people, and they're really nice, and they'll help you out, and I've just expanded my community a lot since then. I just finished Like the Girls Who Wear Pink, and that's actually got accepted to Dances with Films, and it's supposed to play in the Chinese theater. I don't know if I'll get to go, but that's one thing I'm working towards. And I'm writing my first feature film. I've actually written two, but this is the first one I actually think would get made. And I'm also working on a lot of music projects as well. And I just never know when my next film project is right around the corner. Like the Girls Who Were Pink was, it started off as a monologue I wrote. I was taking those free classes, like during the pandemic. I was going crazy. So I signed up for all these free Zoom classes. And this one was about doing a one-person show. And it was an exercise to write. I don't even remember. And I started writing this monologue to my younger self. It was like a message to my kid self. And it ended up becoming very poetic and like rhythmic. And I pitched it at the Sunscreen Film Festival. And Tony Armour, he was like, I'm gonna make your movie. So that's how we did it. Being on a set where everybody's as enthusiastic as you are is really exciting and just fun. I have a goal still to have a feature film played in the Tampa Theater. I stated that years ago when I first went there, and that's still on my list of goals. My advice would be to always tell a good story. Don't worry about so much what cameras you have and things. Start out by telling a good story, because that will resonate with people over having a fancy looking nothing. It could look great, but if it doesn't tell something, it won't sit with people. Because my film, The Fish Don't Care When It Rains, was with my little camera and my phone, but the story was there, so that's what resonated. So I would say, concentrate on your stories first. There was just something I wanted to add that my mom told me one time. And we were in the supermarket. I said this in my book, but I want to say it. We were in the supermarket, and people are coming all directions, and I kept jumping out of their way and apologizing. And she got so frustrated, she stopped me. She says, Jennifer, stop apologizing for taking up space in this world. You belong here as much as anyone else. And she'd always tried to tell me that, but with the actual physical representation, it made me realize what she was saying. It's just really important to remember that.